split crowd. It is a split crowd on Scream 7. People loved it. People hated it. Some people think it was just okay. I kind of fall in the middle as well. I don't think it was great. I do think it was good. And good to me is good, and everyone's opinion is subjective. And there's no right opinion, there's no wrong opinion. Opinions are subjective, they're preference. So, Scream 7 to me did a lot of good things, a lot of bad things. But I do think it was a vast improvement over 5 and 6. Now, I know for whatever reason people love 6. I'm seeing more and more people love 6. All the people I talk to and friends I have and the crew I have all think 5 and 6 are definitely the two worst films in the franchise. Now, I do think that there is a segment of people who love 6 for whatever reason. Now, 5, obviously, we have 2 killers, and then the second one, we have 3 with the family avenging the Richie, Meg Ryan, and Dennis Quaid's kid, avenging his death. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Again, the opening scene of Scream 6, great. The rest of it, I could do without. Scream 5, the more I watch it, I think I've watched it 4 times now. It's pretty bad. It's actually up there. It's almost as bad as 6. The ghost of Billy Loomis, egging on his daughter, his illegitimate daughter, Sam Carpenter, to kill another ghost face. Whatever. We talked about that. We're done with 5 and 6. Here's the full 7 review. Now, opening scene wise, great opening scene. Great opening scene, fun, predictable, yes. Predictable, yes. I did like it. It was fun. The rest of the film, I feel like the opening scenes for some of these later sequels are the high mark. The opening scene for 5 is terrible, but opening scene for 6 is great. Opening scenes, listen, I'm a sucker for Matt Lillard. Throw Matt Lillard in there. I wanted Stu Macher to be alive. Unfortunately, I'm surprised it took this long. And I'm not surprised that they did it, but I'm surprised it took this long for them to use the AI deepfake gimmick, the whole thing. But I don't mind it. I don't like the holes that it opened up. Like, why was her boyfriend trying to recreate creating AI with him? Like, is 8 going to be that he was in on it too, and he was actually one of the helpers of the neighbor and Ethan Embry, and Ethan Embry plays this is spoiler galore. So, Ethan Embry plays the orderly at the psych hospital, and you find out he was computer graphics, like whatever major in college, or it's Preston Myers from Can't Hardly Wait. That's who the hell it is. Amanda left him at the goddamn airport after they canoodled, and Preston went down a dark hole. Hairline went to goddamn hell, and Preston Myers changed his name, went to go work at the psych ward, took a BOCES class. Now we're here, and now Preston Myers is the goddamn killer in Scream 7, along with the neighbor. Oh, man. The reveal, obviously, awful. No one liked the reveal. The reveal was very lackluster, but, I mean, it's the 7th goddamn film. It's the 7th film. Do we want to talk about what the hell Jason was doing in part 7 of Friday the 13th? He was fighting Carrie. Telekinesis. Jason getting lifted up by supernatural powers. But listen, I like it. I think the film was fine. It's fine for a 7th entry. I'm not expecting the 7th goddamn film to blow me away. I'm not expecting it. I'm not expecting to be like, yeah, 7's number 2 in my ranking. No, I'm not expecting that. I know what I'm getting. And I think some people that were disappointed probably had their expectations a little too high, but also there's a segment of people who were panning it before, when Bloody Disgusting and Fangoria trashed it beforehand. And I mean, I'm going to go, like, listen, when you got these horror outlets that are supposed to be helping horror, maybe get two differing opinions. Say, we're going to send 5 of these 22 to 30-year-olds that are employed at our publication, and I use the term publication very loosely now, your social media accounts, with a falling apart, magazine that has not been good in 2000, I don't know, 4 maybe. The last time I bought, I'll give you like 2009, 2010. You did a good George editorial when he was doing Survival of the Dead. So I'll give you, so in 15, 16 years, your magazine has not been that great. And granted, yes, people stopped buying physical print, and we're a physical media purveyors. We're purveyors of physical media. That's our thing. But listen, when you got horror outlets that are kneecapping the piss out of a film as it's coming out, I don't listen, I have said this in the last video. I don't even like the Terrifier films all that much. I will show up and I will watch them every time because I want to support horror. Now, on the Thursday before the full release, when the pre-show, the advanced screenings on Thursday, when you put out like, oh, Scream 7, Sydney is not as good as we wanted her to be, and this is a blunder of a film. Listen, let the weekend go by before you say that. Let people go out and enjoy the film and don't try to sway opinions. Now, granted, that's really not doing it all that much because they're on scale to break like the opening weekend for 6, which I think set the record at 66 million worldwide. So that's probably not going to be like the case. But it's a 7th film. And listen, I don't care about the Sam Carpenter and her sister gimmick. Like, I don't care about that. That was to me, that wasn't a Scream film. And yes, you could say like, what more could be said with the Sidney Prescott thing? I think they opened up a whole new can with her daughter. And if you want to keep making these films, they're going to keep making money, you can keep pressing the issue. You can just keep, fucking 13 years, Sidney's goddamn granddaughter can be running from a broccoli-haired Gen XXXZ Scream killer. You can do that. People are going to keep showing up. It's same thing with the Halloween films. Everyone bitched about Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends later. I mean, a lot of people did love Kills. But Halloween Ends, people were bitching about it. Guess what? Everyone showed up and saw it. But Scream's a little different because it's not been the same since Wes died. It has not been the same. There is a clear delineation and change and pivot in style, execution, and care for a lot of fans. I do think there's a lot of younger fans that want to trash it, and then there's a lot of younger fans who love it. I'm seeing people putting Scream 7 as like number 2 or 3, like, which is in their ranking, which is kind of wild, but whatever. I think that's cool. I'm a guy who loves Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan. I'm nostalgic for it. I don't have it in my like top 4 of Friday films, but I love that movie. I talk about it all the time. I love it, and I don't really have any gripes for it. It's funny, like the gripes with it are like I laugh about like Jason looking like a putty from the Power Rangers. So I don't know. People expect too much for Scream 7. It's a 7th film. You know what you're going to get. But yeah, hearing bloody disgust, people that are supposed to be help push the genre forward. I would love if you are a publication or you're an Instagram and Facebook account or whatever the hell else social medias they have, and you post your review or whatever, and that's how you want to get your digital subscription. We're like, oh, see what else we have to say about Scream 7. Listen, get 2 opinions. Get someone who liked it and someone who didn't like it. Even get a third person that was in the middle. I would love to hear 3 different versions of what people think the movie are. Not like, listen, I don't agree with anybody getting fired stating their personal opinion. If your personal opinion is not based in any kind of like real, if you're not hurting anybody with your opinion and you're not like gallivanting or galvanizing like hate, and you're just saying your opinion on something, you should not be fired. Granted, that's not the world we live in, unfortunately. I don't agree with Melissa Barea being fired for posting whatever her opinion was. I don't agree with that at all. But I will say this. I don't think you should... let's talk about Nev Campbell, them not wanting the studio. You want a real problem with the studio? The real problem, yes, them firing Melissa Barea was an issue for stating her opinion. You know what else was an issue? That they really refused to pay Nev in Part 6 anyway. They refused to pay her, a woman who has carried this goddamn franchise, a woman who is a legitimate scream queen, a woman who has carried the franchise on her back since 1996. Sidney Prescott is as big. People might not want to admit it, but look who's drawing money right now. The Sidney Prescott character is as big as Laurie Strode. It's as big as whoever else you want to say in the Scream Queen lineage. She is, especially for someone like me who was born in the late 80s and I grew up through the 90s. Like, she is like the Scream Queen. I truly watched her entire career. So she has a lot of stock in my life and people my age's life, as far as like where she ranks in Scream Queendom. But listen, you want to talk about a real problem? They're refusing to pay the goddamn star of the film. Yeah, that's a problem. And I'm glad Sidney Prescott, the character, and Nev Campbell, the actress, I'm glad she got her bag. She 100% deserved it. Deserved that bag. I'm glad she got it. Scream 7, I liked it. It was fine. I'm not expecting I'm not expecting to be blown away. Anybody that says they were blown away by 5 or 6, more power to you. Your bar is low. Your bar is so low, you're tripping on the goddamn thing. But listen, it is what it is. People are going to love it. People are going to hate it. People are going to be in the middle. I'm kind of in the middle, but I like I'll watch. I had no problem. That is one, like, I'm going to go watch again. I'm probably going to go to theater and see it again. But listen, it is what it is. But the real problem is people in these publications that are really kneecapping movies upon their release. You're supposed to be promoting horror. Is it so bad? Is Scream 7 so bad that you're like, this movie, I hope I'm going to put out a scathing review of it? And anybody that puts any stock in Rotten Tomatoes, listen, that's not the way to rank films. Don't go on Rotten Tomatoes means dick to me. It doesn't mean shit. Rotten Tomatoes is a lot of people that sit around and do nothing, watch a film while on their phone 65% of the time and be like, I don't get it. Why did they do this? Why did they do that? Well, you were on your phone. You were on your phone and then you reviewed a film and you work for a publication and I don't know, whatever. And even the people that don't, like, quote unquote fans that go to it. There's the people that are sitting and ranking movies on Rotten Tomatoes. You got way too much time on their hands. Make a video like me. I don't have too much time on my hands. I got enough to make videos and talk shit. I'm part of the problem too, probably. But I like promoting what I like. Again, if any of these publications put out like a 2-parter where they said, hey, this person thought the movie was utter dog shit. This person thought the movie was pretty good. I would love the differing of opinions. I would love for Fangoria or Bloody Disgusting or whatever half-ass falling apart horror quote-unquote publication and social media account that it's run now. What your opinions are from multiple people, not just one person. Especially, like, listen, you can be mad at the Melissa Barea thing about her being removed for her opinion. You can be mad at that. It's just to be mad at that. Now, trying to Tanya Harding break the goddamn leg of Kevin Williamson and Sidney Prescott and all those young actors that are getting their payday and want the film to do, all the crew members, all the people that are employed by it. Boycott Paramount Plus because, they can easily be overcome by the 40 protesters. Now, listen, I'm, again, not saying it's not just. People should be pissed off that she got removed for that. But it's not like she's not acting. She's still getting roles. Jenna Ortega, the same. Obviously, she left, I think she said, because of the Wednesday against the Wednesday, though she was filming Wednesday, and there was a scheduling conflict, but she probably left in solidarity with Melissa Brea, which is admirable. I respect that immensely. I would probably do the same thing unless I was really needed some money. Jenna Ortega doesn't need money. She's doing just fine. But anyway, but we're supposed to be promote what you like. Don't promote what you hate. And there's a lot of that. I say that, but didn't I just shit on Scream 5 and 6? I said some good things in that last video. I said some good things. And mostly 95% of what you're going to see here on this channel, I'm going to be talking about something I love. I'm going to be promoting shit that I like and telling people about it and hoping that someone that didn't see something or hear something, a band, a label, a movie, an actress, an actor, or something, and then they go check it out. That's what I like. I love someone coming back to me and being like, hey, you mentioned that. I went and checked it out. It's sick. I've loved the times that's happened, doing a podcast for the last 9 years, and having people like, even, the small handfuls of people that have come and said that, or said like, I'd never checked that movie out. I checked it out after I heard you. I love that. I think that is like why I want to do what I want to do. Because I talk about this stuff with my friends and have for years. That's what I like doing. I love doing that. But trying to destroy a film, the studios are always going to be evil. They're always going to be evil. Unfortunately, the studios are necessary evils because you need them to make the films most of the time. Damien Leone excluded because that dude's a goddamn maverick. And I think, and like I said, I'm not even huge on the Terrifier films. I truly believe in 20, 30 years, he's really going to be looked at in a really nice light. And I love what that dude has done for himself and for the horror genre. And I'm not even huge on the Terrifier films. I'm more invested in his arc as a filmmaker and what he's done with that series. I'm excited to see what he does next because that dude is a maverick, and I have so much respect for him. And he's helping the genre. And like I said, I think take a step out of the box. You can hate the studio. You can hate Paramount for firing someone for their opinion. I think that's bullshit too. Now, ruining everyone else's time in the thing, ultimately, or, time and investment and dedication to the film, will that help? Will that help? Will that hurt Paramount, or will that hurt everybody else? It will hurt everybody else before it hurts Paramount, believe me. Anyway, here we are, man. I thought Scream 7 was pretty all right. I think it was pretty good. It was fun. For a 7th film, it was fun. And we can't ask for much more than that. Hit a like, hit a subscribe. Let us know you're listening, watching. I had fun. I had fun with it, man. And, Lillard, anytime you can see Lillard, it's awesome. I love that we got Lillard at all. I'm beyond excited that we were able to see him in any capacity, even if it was he was AI. It was just great. That dude is so much fun to watch. But thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one. We're done talking about Scream for a while, unless something crazy happens. Until 8 comes out. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one, which will probably be tomorrow. Later.
I mean, he's Preston. He's Preston, Preston. I like that guy. Presto!